Hello, how you doing? My name is Grace okay? And if you're watching this video, I would first of all like to say congratulations because obviously you bought the guide and you've taken a step further to acquire knowledge. So big ups to you. I'm really happy for you. Now today, just like I promised, I told everyone who purchased this guide that I'm not just going to give you the guide, I'm going to give you free videos so you watch me do it. So today is no exception. Today we're going to be learning how to make your original African black soap. So today, like I said, we're going to be mixing our own original African black soap. I'm sure you know there are different black soaps on the market, but I decided to come up with a formula that will best suit you. So if you're the kind of person who wants to probably tone up, you need to watch this video very clearly. If you're the kind of person who wants a soap that best suits you and your kids, I'm sure this will also go because I've been using it for a while and it's been turning out right for me. So the ingredients, because these are strictly herbal products we're using, no chemicals today. The ingredients we're going to be using for this particular production today are actually 11 in number. Now the first on our list is a pure black soap. It's pure black soap because, for now it's just plain. When you go to normal herbal shop, you can get this. So I'm actually even beat with this like that. But you won't really get the best of it until you probably fine-tune it. And it's that fine-tuning that I want us to do today. So this is what this is what a pure black soap looks like. You can get it from any herbal shop. It's mostly sold in herbal shop. And we're going to be using half kg today, precisely 500 grams. As usual, let's use our scale so that you'll be sure of my measurements. I'm sure you're seeing that's exactly 500 grams. So off it goes. Now the second on our list is our 3 days. Now these actually are tiny green balls. What we're going to be using today for our soap. It's called 3 days. It's also sold in any herbal shop. Mostly when you go there and you tell them you want to make black soap, just call out your ingredients. They'll bring it out for you. I'm only just here to teach you how to get the best of it. So we're going to be matching this. You'll see how the process goes. I just want to introduce the ingredients to you first of all. So our next ingredient now is called dompo. Basically all this, in fact majority of what we're going to be using today are actually made from roots and herbs. They are all strictly organic products. So this is what dompo looks like. Just a brownish round ball, like I said, made from roots and herb. It's part of what we're going to be using today. Now the next on our list, and actually I didn't take the measurement. We're using 2 small balls, 3 small balls, I should rightly saw that. The next is actually our canwood. This is what our canwood looks like. It's brownish in color, dark red in color. You can see we're also going to be matching it. You'll see the process as we go along. We're using 3 balls of that one as well. And then the next is our sulfur. This is what our sulfur looks like. Yellowish in color, powdered form. Also will come in handy for today's production. This is just a tablespoon actually. Now the next on our list is our sandalwood. This is our sandalwood. For those of us who are actually into perfume production, this is actually one unique name you notice. It's also there's a perfume called sandalwood. So this is where it's extracted from. Now this is the roots. This is the roots of it, and then we're going to be using it today for our organic black soap. Okay. Now the next on our list is our whitening powder. Now this is the angle where I'm sure a lot of ladies would like a soap that will at least tone you a bit. We're going to be adding this whitening powder in our black soap so that it doesn't just give us a smooth skin, it can also tone you up a bit. And that's why I want to teach you today because it helps my skin. You can see I'm glowing, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So this is like 1.5 tablespoons. So okay, the next is our lemon. I'm sure you've seen the lemons here. Now we're going to squeeze out the juice in here because I intend to use the juice from here and the extract I get from this particular fruits, this particular vegetables actually, to mix our black soap proper. The next is our lemon, which I've introduced, our cucumber, one, and then our carrots. I'm sure we're seeing it, one medium one. Because of the quantity we're doing, if you want to do plenty, I'm sure you know you have to add the quantity here. And then the last is our fragrance. We're actually going to be using banana today for today's production. So let's go right into it. The first thing I'm going to be doing is match up my soap. It usually comes either in a carton paper like this or in a leather. It depends on the herbal shop you go to. So, pardon me, this is what I have, and then alright, so far what we've done is to try and match our pure black soap in here, which is what you're seeing me actually still do. And then I went ahead to see how I can also quickly match our dompo, the green, the brown balls and the red balls I showed you earlier. Dompo, 3 days and Sandalwood. That's what you have in here. I went ahead to match them. Okay, that's all we have here. Now the next thing I also did was to blend our veggies, our cucumber and our carrot. As you can see, this is the chaff. I actually brought them here so you could see. This is the water gotten from it. I just added a little water in the blender so I can enable it blend. And this is the sieve. This is what I actually used to sieve it out. And then in here also I squeezed out my lemon. Please be informed that it is best to use lemon for this. I don't really advise people using lime to make black soaps like this, so that people don't go ahead and try. And then also be mindful of your quantity. If you notice, I use 500 black soap, 500 grams, which is half kg of black soap. And you also saw the quantity I used for my lemon, my veggies, my Sandalwood, 3 days and all that. So be mindful of your quantity. Don't overuse some of these veggies, so that I always try and work with measurements. It's one of the best things you learn fast in production making, any kind of beauty or sanitary product. Okay, so let's go ahead. What I intend to do next now is go ahead and add our matched Sandalwood, 3 days and Dumbo inside our ready black soap. As you know, these are herbal products, so we do need the local way. This is our own local soap making. So I'm adding it in here because I intend to mix everything together. So, in case you're wondering how this soap turns out, this is not the kind of soap you're expecting to see me present some molds. No, this is the normal Yoruba soap you see. When I add the water, you see it becomes a bit softer. So for now, we're just still trying to match it up. Okay, so the next thing I'll be adding now is the sandalwood. I already showed you earlier from the beginning. I'll be adding all. For the sandalwood, I already said I was using 1 tablespoon. As you can see, that is the exact quantity I need for today's production. Okay, so I'll be adding, mix it up a bit. Okay, so for identification purpose, please, the sandalwood I just poured is carton color. I told you they are, roots. This is actually a root that they extract perfumes from. So this is actually a blended root of that perfume, which is what we just added. The next thing I'm adding is our sulfur. Sulfur is yellowish in color, so when you go to a herbal shop, you'll be sure of what they give you. This is what it looks like. It's yellowish, or lemon. Let me use the word, the color lemon. Lemon best suits it. So we continue our process, we'll match it up. It's actually very easy to do. It's just getting it right and getting the measurements right. This has to do with the skin, so one has to be very, very careful. Okay, so I'll also be adding my whitener. I won't be using all. This is what helps to tone your skin. And in my whitener, I have here like a tablespoon, but I intend to use just half, because of the quantity of the soap. So I'll be using just half of what I have here. This should do. This can be used for another day. So we add and mix. You just keep matching together. It's a bit hard, but don't worry. Once you add the juice, and then there's any need to add water, you see it becomes softer. Okay, so now we'll just gradually start adding our juice, the extracts from I'll call it juice because this is also like a juice to some, lemon and our veggies. As you add, you begin to form your paste gradually. As you add, you match together. So you keep adding your extracts until you get your desired paste, but please be mindful, don't over add so that it doesn't become watery. At the end of the day, it depends on, there are different containers. If you want to sell, I'm sure you remember all this. Growing up, we used to call Yoruba black soap. It was until I grew and I realized it's actually called black organic soap. So this is how they actually make some of it, not all. Okay, so you continue doing this until it forms a paste for you. As you can see, we're still in the process of making our black soap. It actually takes time, patience, but at the end of the day, it's all about achieving good results. And the beauty, and one technique I know works for this is the longer it stays inside this water, the softer it gets. And what we're looking out for is to dissolve it, that you now have a smooth paste, which you will get at the end of the day. So this soap, basically, if you're actually going to sell it, you have to be patient, get it to be very smooth, get your appropriate containers. Before you fix your price, make sure you cost of production, and then you can also check the market. You can run your cost by what is obtainable in the market. And this soap also depends on who you're selling to. The normal bleaching soaps you see in the market, this is actually how they make some of it. And I'm sure those bleaching soap goes, some of them can be very expensive. So this is how I actually do mine. I'll keep doing this until the paste is right, and once I'm done, you just add your perfume and you're good to go. The foam will settle eventually and you'll see how smooth it is. It's just that it takes time. So be patient when you're doing your black soap. Don't be in a hurry. Try the first one for home use. The effect on your skin will tell you that this is a good market for you. And then subsequently we'll share other videos on how to make good black soaps. So till I come your way again next time, I remain yours sincerely, Grace Okenke. I'm still mixing my black soap. See you soon.